distinguished graduates, family, friends, faculty, and administrators, on behalf of the trustees of Northwestern University, President Michael Schill, Provost Kathleen Haggerty, and the faculty and staff of the Kellogg School of Management, it is my honor to welcome you to our June 2025 commencement exercise. Welcome. And to begin with, class of 2025, I hope you will join me in a Kellogg tradition. All of you stand up, turn around, and take a moment to acknowledge the network that supported your journey. Your partners, spouses, children, parents, friends, and mentors who've been your champions. So today, we honor 1,218 graduates from the 2-year, 1-year, evening and weekend, MMM, MBAI, Master in Management, JD MBA, MD MBA, and PhD program. Together, you represent more than 49 countries and 35 states nationwide and speak more than 51 languages. What an amazing group of people. And I can really honestly say that it's been such a privilege to have you here. Talk to you, bump into you, run after you, watch you doing, I don't know what you were doing, so many events, day and night. You really have filled your life with enthusiasm, energy, and optimism. I love how you always lean in, always push forward. One more class, one more meeting, one more event, one more party, many more parties, one more hug with a classmate. And you know, despite the challenges, side steps, uncertainty, you remained committed and optimistic about the future. And really, by being like that, you made us committed and optimistic about the future. You pushed us forward. And that's why I do think you are the leaders that we need today. We live in a world where we are often pulled apart, polarized, asked to join a cause, asked to join a side. But you know at Kellogg, we lead with empathy. We know it is okay to disagree. You know it is okay also to feel passionate about your opinion and that you are on the right side. What is not okay is to demean or demonize the other side. And that is so important. And I watch in awe how at Kellogg you strive to make connection, to understand other sides. And a lot of you, right, took experiences in leading, whether it was leading a club, a conference, an event, the KSA, a quest expedition. You have experienced this idea of having people with different opinion and trying to reach out and respect every parent opinion in doing it. So I do remember, by the way, every time you disagreed with me, I do remember. I know you make your voice heard, but was always respectful, always knowing there were people with different opinions, there were people asking different actions, and they knew that. And that is why I was always reminded how lucky I was to be among people like you. This is why it's such a privilege to be in a place like this. So please do not forget how you felt here. Do not forget how you made connection, how we made friends with people coming from different paths, different backgrounds, different countries, and that enriched you. Open your mind to different ways of thinking, of approaching a problem. And you know, while you leave Kellogg, You might be also among people who don't share necessarily these values or haven't been in an environment that encourage them to understand collaboration. So just remember your time here. Double down on your experience you had here that exposed you to different perspectives, sparked different ideas, whether it was a speaker, a faculty member, an alum, a friend. Remember that. And I really hope you will remember as a Kellogg, as a place of ideas. Because I still believe in the power of ideas. I believe ideas are the sparks that ignite change and evolution. Humanity prevails because of ideas. In this polarized world, sometimes we have the idea that we have the impression that the new idea, the progress can pull us apart and separate. But the big ideas, the great ideas, ultimately, in the long run, move us forward and bring us together. So remember the time you spent here, us, as an academic institution. I hope you'll remember it as a place where ideas were plentiful and celebrated, where people don't just try to solve a problem, but they just dream of problem. They find questions nobody thought of before. Sometimes before finding the answer, the vision is in looking for the question. This is how progress is made, but sometimes seeds take time to grow. Take AI, for example. You know, today we're all talking about AI, which new course we are doing about AI, what are we teaching, what are we doing, how is your job going to be transformed, and it looks like it's going to be so fast. Let's not forget, it started a long time ago. It started in the 50s with people asking this question. It started with Alan Turing in the UK, and then a group of mathematicians in a summer workshop in New England. And they asked themselves the question, can machines think? That's a funny question, very abstract. How can it have any impact in the world? Can machine think? But it was a big idea. And that initial idea made people think. And then eventually failed. And then there was another wave. And it failed again. And there was various waves. And while this idea collided with other ideas, with other progress, like neural networks, and eventually it laid the foundation for the AI revolution we are experiencing today. But it's a revolution 70 years in the making. Yes, it's accelerating now, but let's not forget when the first spark was ignited. Sometimes it's difficult to remember. Sometimes the ideas are so far away that you forget. But it's so important to remember it. If we want to keep making progress, if we want to keep evolving, if we want to keep our humanity, we should not forget to go back and look at when the idea started. Even if they looked at the time like really funny ideas with no possibility of reality. I love what the famous Austrian poet Rilke said. He said, I live not in dreams, but in contemplation of a reality that is perhaps the future. So remember that. Remember about the first spark and try to go back. And I hope some of the spark that you'll implement in your life will start here. I hope at the end of your career, we'll try to walk back your career, your ideas, how you evolved. Like Ariadne's thread, you walk back, and at the end of it, walking all the various moments of inspiration and little seeds, at the end you'll find Kellogg, us, your community, your inspiration, your friends, faculty, parties, lessons, conversation, your world of ideas. I really hope we stay in your heart like the place where the spark started. We just don't want to be a place where you learned important skills, although I do hope you learned them, all the skills, but we want to be in your heart and in your mind. We want to be the ones that gave you your spark, your values, and your Northern Star. And remember, you are our impact. We are the people who send in the world and move the world and move the progress. So really also, don't forget our faculty who took time out of their research to teach you because they wanted you to go out and bring their ideas with you and change the world with them. Their spark became your spark. So no matter what comes in front of you, remember how far you've come, and there's so much more you can do. And we will be here. My commitment to you is that we will constantly strive to be an institution that we are proud of. That's our commitment to you. All I ask of you is don't forget us. I know you'll be very busy, promotion, families, lots of things. Sometimes you'll be too busy to think of us. But try sometimes to find a little bit of time to check what's going on here, to send us an amazing candidate, that it will be a wonderful Kellogg student, to find an internship or convince your organization to hire one of our students, to come to an alum event. We just want to be part of your life. It's no, like little moments. But just remember us. And we will always be here. And by the way, reunion in 1 year. We are at the Wrigley Field. It's going to be fun. So I want to see you all. So please, congratulations. You've done so much. So on behalf of the Kellogg School of Management University, and Northwestern University, congratulations.